thinking about the next decade, now having seen the first decade or so play out since the end of the Human Genome Project, one can imagine a lot of very exciting developments continuing. I think these are going to be heavily driven by these continued improvements in technologies, especially technologies related to our ability to sequence genomes cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. In particular, focusing on the next decade, I think we will use those technologies in two major areas that you'll see significant advances. Number one, I think our ability to understand all the functional intricacies of the human genome will continue to accelerate because the technologies are giving us more and more powerful ways of untangling all of the information encoded in the human genome. And in particular, I think the next decade will teach us a lot about the parts of the genome that are functionally important but function in ways other than directly coding for proteins. So non-coding regions of the human genome, of which there is remarkable circuitry and choreography involved in making sure that our genes are properly expressed at the right time and turned on to the right amount. And we are just barely scratching the surface on that, and I believe the next decade is going to see significant advances in our understanding of the functional landscape, especially of the non-coding parts of our genome. I think the second big advance to look for over the next decade is a remarkable acceleration at the pace at which we begin to understand the genomic basis of disease, and particularly common genetic diseases that are caused by multiple genomic variants that each contributing, often in an additive way, to confer risks for getting diseases like hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and so forth. And I think we are really positioning ourselves very effectively with strategies and technologies that are going to allow us to go from some early hints about what the genomic basis for some of these diseases might be and getting a much better picture of what they are. And so I think we might look at the next decade and really recognize 10 years from now that we have significantly improved our understanding of the genomic basis of human disease.